Monday morning, the start of a new vlog, and it's already past noon and I haven't gotten any listings done yet. This morning was one of those mornings that just was a little bit crazy. We decided to go for our walk first thing this morning because it's going to be really hot today. And then we realized, oh my gosh, we have to go to Ralph's and get a few things that we've been putting off forever. And we were planning to do it this morning because Monday morning is a good time to grocery shop. So then we had to do that, and then I came home and then I did my little morning ritual, which is my yoga and my meditation and my other stuff I do. It all takes about an hour. And then there was breakfast, and then I had to shower and put my makeup on, and it just kept piling on, and then I had to pay bills and do some other stuff, and all of a sudden, before I knew it, it's noon. That's what happens. Okay, I'm going to show you what I listed. I think I listed these on Saturday. Okay, this was my favorite piece from a recent eBay purchase, and it's Tibetan. It is sterling silver with turquoise, lapis lazuli, and coral. That's the symbol for Om. It's solid silver in the back, marked 925. Has a really nice Mexican silver chain. And that I listed for $68. It's a nice piece. And then this is Mexican silver and abalone butterfly. Really spectacular markings on the abalone, and it's a really big, heavy one. Nice, good quality, older piece. And him I listed for $35. And then last but not least was a nice little surprise in the silver lot I got. This is a Menegatti Italian sterling silver, and that little M there is 18 karat gold. And it's a nice, heavy, really well-made rope chain. And that I listed for $110. And here's the one object that I am wrapping up to ship tomorrow. Only had one little sale today, and this is this little, possibly Tibetan. It is Asian amulet box. It's made from a silver alloy, and I believe the stone is sodalite. And I just took the little top off so you can see it is actually a little box, and you're supposed to put your prayers in there. And it is a necklace. And that sold for $48. And here's what the decorated pizza looks like before it goes in the oven. Look at those giant mushroom slices. Oh, they were such pretty fresh mushrooms too. It is Tuesday afternoon, and I'm going to show you the last few items that I have listed as I sit here and melt. Oh my Lord, it's hot. Okay, over the past couple of days I've listed, looks like 5 rings and 1 pendant. And I'll start with the pendant. It has this unusual lettering. It's like ancient, kind of carved stone looking letters all around the edge, and they don't appear to say anything that I can tell, and they're also on the veil curling around to the back. Very unusual design. I tried all kinds of searches, just couldn't figure out what it was or who might have made it, but it's neat looking. And the stone is a smoky quartz. It's faceted front and back with a nice open setting to let the light in. Oops. And that, where is it? That I listed for $29. And then we have this, it's probably Navajo, just judging from the way it's constructed and the design, although I'm not sure. It's not definitively, but I think it probably is. Sterling silver and black onyx. The onyx is beautifully inlaid. It's very flush against the top. It's a big ring, big chunky ring, and a big onyx. And let's see, that I listed for $36. Okay, I think I was about to tell you the price on this onyx ring. That I listed for $36. This, talk about a chunk. This is a big old chunk of silver. Nice, interesting modernist style. Another large size ring. Let's see, that one, oh, it's a made in Mexico. I listed that for 45 because it's like 16 grams of silver. It's big. I have this kind of a very thick gauge wire wrap style ring, but it's very sturdy. It's not like flimsy wire wrap, and it's got these ball embellishments. And even though it's not marked as such, it was probably made in Mexico because the style is kind of distinctive that you see often from Mexico. It does have like a 925 stamp in it somewhere. So that, let's see, that one I listed for 36. And then this, I was pleased to test this and discovered that it is garnet. It is an enormous garnet cabochon. Another really chunky, heavy ring. And that I listed for 62. It does have a little bit of surface wear, but it's really, really light, and I think that a jeweler can buff that out pretty easily. So yeah, it's a beautiful stone if you can get the light to shine through it. Anyway, let's see, did I get everything? I think I got everything. Did I get this one? I don't know, did I get this one? Well, I'll just do it again. Swirly modernist ring, and 27 on that one. So here I am packaging up my orders for tomorrow, and I sold, oh dear, don't mind the ink on my hands, this, oh gosh, or my gardening fingernails, sorry about that, this really beautiful faceted twisted blue glass pendant with the lovely ornate bead cap, pretty chain with beads on it. It's got a nice ornate clasp too, and that sold for 29. And then the other two items are in their plastic already, so I'll slip in pictures. But this is a couple of antique handkerchiefs, really nice lace work and that sort of thing, and those sold for 28. And then this is a probably Middle Eastern caftan with lots of nice cross-stitch embroidery on it, and that sold for 45. So we blew out a breaker earlier today and have been without air conditioning and internet for almost all day long. It's amazing how dependent I am on technology. It was pretty miserable. We tried to watch regular TV and we just couldn't do it. It was so horrible we couldn't do it. It was just solid, horrible commercials, so we gave up. But anyway, I was fortunate that our electrician was able to get here really quickly, and well, he came tonight anyway, and put in a new breaker. Everything seems to be working now, so I'm able to, sorry, it's rush hour, I'm able to process orders. So here we go. We have a branch coral sterling silver ring, Navajo with a feather and some curlicues, and that one sold for $59. And then this really unusual art piece. It's a repoussé pressed brass of a swan, very ornate, very pretty on this black wooden background. There's no marks to identify what it is. Looks Asian. That's about all I could get. And that sold for $32. I've been enjoying that on my wall for quite some time. I'll be kind of sad to see it go, but happy, always happy to sell something. There it is, Thursday afternoon, and I'm going to show you a few items that I've gotten listed recently now that I have my power back. Very exciting. Well, first thing you'll probably notice is this cute little Greek doll. She is a Greek souvenir doll. She is spinning thread or yarn from this wool. I am guessing that she dates around 1960, plus or minus a few years, because if you look at her face, it very much looks like Barbie's face. The way the eyes are painted and everything. And the way it's shaped, the little nose. So I think that she was kind of copied from Barbie. Anyway, I listed her for $24. I may have showed you these already. These are some sterling silver abalone teardrop earrings, clip-ons. And those sold for 28. I mean, not sold for, were listed for 28. And this is a Mexican silver swoosh modernist brooch. Very heavy. Really big hunk of silver. The swoosh I listed for 38. And this is a Bowcraft, otherwise known as Bow Sterling modernist tulip brooch, a very large, also a good substantial piece. That I listed for 32. And then these earrings, these are marked SU, which is Silver Unlimited. Silver Unlimited is sort of a distributor of other people's jewelry, so it's a little hard to classify. But there's some pretty, I'd say these are probably 1980s, 1990s maybe, stud earrings in a swirly open work pattern. And those I listed for 26. Here are the 4 items that I'm packaging tonight to ship tomorrow. The first is this Tibetan sterling silver pendant with inlaid turquoise, lapis lazuli, and coral. It has the Om symbol in there. Solid back. It is marked 925. It is sterling silver and not the so-called Tibetan silver you sometimes see in this type of jewelry, which is a lower grade. This is a nice silver, and it has a Mexican silver chain, which is nice. And that was $68. And then this Siam silver, oops, let's see, it goes like this. Siam silver and green enamel. It is sterling silver also. Siam silver, maybe it's not sterling silver. What is it? I know I priced it really low because I did a repair on the enamel. It's right there. I did a pretty good job, I think. But anyway, that I sold that for 22. And then these are some Native American turquoise and sterling silver earrings, the little feather dangles, and those were 29. And then this is a Zuni inlaid Okay, I'm just trying to get a little focus. Not having much luck because it's pretty low light in here. I think that's the biggest problem. But anyway, this is a little tie tack with turquoise coral onyx in the shape of a thunderbird. And that sold for 22 also.
Girl. Yeah.
Oh, that looks so good.
Gotta get under your neck, don't we? Yeah. That's good.
She will not let me do this. She only lets him. Hello there. It is Friday night, and I'm getting ready to wrap up some purchases to ship off tomorrow. And I did list some things today, but it's so dark right now. I'm going to wait and show those to you tomorrow, and I'm definitely not going on camera because I look like a soggy mess. I've been up in the attic rooting around for things, and It's like a sauna up there, literally. Like, I don't know how hot it is, but it's gross. So, anyway, I'll just show you these items. I have a couple of items bought from a new customer who wrote me a kind note, said that she watches my YouTube channel. So, hi, you know who you are. She bought these lovely azure malachite, which I think is one of the most beautiful stones. It's just the bright green and bright blue. I think I misidentified it on one of my other videos as saying it was a mixture of malachite and lapis, but it's actually malachite and azurite in sterling silver. And those sold for, where is it? There it is, $38. And then this is a chrysocolla sterling silver pen. What a beautiful stone. I could look at that for hours. And that sold for $55. She bought both of those things. Then I sold these Zuni inlaid coral earrings. Really fine work on those. And those sold for $48. And the last piece of jewelry is this humongo Monet textured flower pendant. Very 1960s, I think. And that sold for $25. And this is an Indonesian lime box carved out of a piece of bamboo with all these very fine engraved etching. And some little interesting symbols. It's a nice old piece and very collectible. That sold for, I didn't write these down, $24, and I think that's plus shipping. And then this art glass pitcher. I've been enjoying this in my entryway for a long time. A little bit sad to see it go, but I always have mixed feelings when some of my favorite pieces sell. But anyway, he sold for $45. And then last we have this striped wool shawl. It is hand woven, black and royal blue with white stripes. I think obviously I was not able to identify where that came from, but it could be a shawl or it could be a table runner, but it is a nice piece that sold for $38. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Good morning. It is Saturday morning. I'm kind of in my grubby clothes today. Not sure what the day is going to bring. Maybe I'll do some gardening. It's a little cooler today. Maybe I'll do some mosaic. Maybe I won't do anything. I don't know. But I'm going to show you a few things that I listed yesterday. Okay, first up we have this antique little miniature accordion or harmonium, I think they're called, when they're these little German versions. They don't really have like a regular keyboard. They just have these little buttons. It is a Raja Piccolo, and it's got this nice celluloid decoration, leather, metal, a little bit worn, but it is completely functional. All the keys work, it plays, it's really a lot of fun. And that I listed for $125. And then we have these special study set of fine art reproductions, Barbarian, Carolingian, and Ottonian art and architecture. It says 95 prints. There's actually only 87 in there, but they're photographic prints like this kind of thing. I'm sure they're like for fine arts majors to study. Anyway, listed that for at 25, I think. 28, I'm sorry, 28. This lovely Mexican silver grape leaf brooch. probably about from the 1980s, I would say, late 70s, early 80s. It's weird, it has both the old style and the new style of mark on it. New style being, post 1978. So let's see, that grape leaf pen. Well, I'll have to tell you in a minute because I only wrote down a 3. Alright, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. This I listed for 42. It's quite heavy. And then the last item is this mid-century kind of a lucite thermoset type necklace with little rhinestones. It's very cute, kind of an unusual design. And that I listed for 26. It's Sunday morning, and I'm going to show you a few things that I listed yesterday and today. It seems like there was something important I was going to tell you. What could it be? Oh, did you know a baby panda was born? Well, probably by the time you see this it'll be old news, but I'm a little bit obsessed with pandas, and I watch the cameras a lot, and I've been waiting to find out whether the panda at the National Zoo was going to have a baby. They knew she was pregnant, but sometimes it doesn't result in an actual birth. So it was very exciting, and she's got the little baby and she's taking care of it, and it's really fun to watch the panda cams if you've never done that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you this stuff. Okay, so I listed the last 2 sets of these fine art educational prints. This one is Romanesque, and this one is, I'm sorry about the talking in the background, Rob is teaching a class down the hall. This one is Byzantine early Christian art and architecture, and this one, a few of them are color, so I have the price a little bit higher on this. These would be really nice framed. So this box set is 32, and this one is 29. Then we have some jewelry. I listed this enamel on copper mid-century pendant, which is nearly identical to one I just sold recently. Kind of coincidentally, I got them at 2 completely different places. One came from my sister-in-law, I believe, and the other one I got at the flea market. I think I got it at the flea market. So that I listed for 24, and then this sterling silver canatile brooch, shined it up a little bit because it was awfully dull. Looked more like that. And that I listed for 32. I think it's maybe around the 1920s. It has certainly not a fancy clasp. It's like kind of like a C clasp with a little extra turn. It does hold securely. Okay. Hi there. We are off on another Sunday picnic adventure. We're heading back to San Pedro, one of our favorite places for scenic drives and overlooks and things. I think because it's pretty hot today, so I think we're just going to find a shady spot, have our picnic, and probably not do much in the way of hiking. But we'll see. If there's a nice cool breeze blowing, who knows what we'll do. See you when we get there. Well, the new bridge is not open yet, but you can see it above us. Kinda. As per usual, we're having our bagel sandwiches, but we're also having some fresh pineapple. That's a little fun and different. And then we're having granola bars and chocolate kisses, which is also our usual. And here is the view from our little lookout point today, at least one of them. This is what we were looking at as we were eating our lunch in our car. There. So that pier that you see out of the distance is the pier that we walked on one of our other outings. It is really quite breezy up here on top of this hill, which is nice because it's been so still and muggy where we live. This is very refreshing. And this, I think, is an old gun turret from World War II when they were having to, defend the California coast against invasion. I think. So I'm up in the little, there's like a little observation cage, just a few feet higher. Be a red.
Oh, yeah, it says REC.
Okay. Hi! Here we are at the little observation point on San Pedro for our weekly picnic. And here are the items that I'm packaging up tonight to ship tomorrow. 3 kind of big things, plus a necklace. So this is probably about a 1920s black glass necklace with an interesting black metal focal piece. That sold for $22, I think. And then this, dear shadows, this is a picture frame. It's still new in the box. I'll show you a picture of what it looks like. It's really pretty. That sold for $21, I think. And then I sold this flute, which I listed just recently. It's an Artley. It's a student flute from the 1970s. Needs a little work, but not too much. And that sold for $48. And then lastly, I sold this French fashion print from 1912, hand tinted and framed, and it's big and it's heavy, and it sold for $98, and I think about half of that's going to be shipping. It's going to be expensive to ship. It's let's see, it's shipping to Cleveland, so that's a ways. Okay, I guess I better get started. Oh, and it's Sunday night, so that means it's the end of my vlog. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and share and comment. And have a great week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.